the most challenging geometry of any project that we've ever worked on, and this actually wasn't very difficult to come up with, because of course there's a lot of different geometrical shapes that are involved in projects that we get that we get to be a part of, but this one stood out more than the rest. And what it is the St. Louis Abbey in St. Louis, Missouri. I mean, it's wild, right? It's just a bizarre building. It's actually something that many architects come and tour this space, and it's kind of like a destination spot. These are some pictures of the outside of the building, and there's also really amazing the construction of it. Like, for its time, I think it was built in the 60s or 70s, but it's all like kind of like concrete forms that were built out of wood and to create this shape. And
that's like very modern looking for being in the 60s or so. Like, I would have never guessed that. When that was built.
And the inside of it here is all those curvature, like the concave surfaces. It just goes around the entire building, and it's a circle, which acoustically is challenging, but it also is a dome. And then also within that dome, the dome is made up of a bunch of concave surfaces. So I have a video actually that I took inside of this room where I do my click sound, the sound that I do. And it, reverb times, 4 or 5 seconds in there. Like, it's really, really long. Challenging project. And in fact, the thing that we didn't want to do was really alter the way the room looks at all, because it's such a iconic space that people like to come and tour. So obviously just hanging a bunch of panels in there, putting some banners up isn't going to do the trick. And so I've been working with the AV integrator, and then also the Abbey and people involved with the project, to try to do things that are going to be disguised as best we can. And we only are at phase 1 of the project, which was, let's add some pads on the pews. Like, let's add some cushioned seating around the space and help to add some absorption that way. Because the other thing, the space is used for, there's a big organ. You can see that in the picture there on the back. Choirs come in here to perform. It's like, you don't want to ruin that for anybody.
Right.
And so we started slow by just adding some pads on the pews. Other ways that we could add control is to do some acoustical plaster. So it's a material that looks like drywall or plaster, but it actually has absorptive qualities. And so you could follow that curvature and make those surfaces absorptive instead of reflective. But we'll just start with some pads first and see where it goes.
It'll be interesting, to see how this one ends up. That'll be neat.
Yeah, eventually we'll go back and do some final testing and be able to compare with what we originally took when it was untreated.